So I'm going to start, let me just get this started for you. I'm going to take a soda can, it's empty, nothing in it, and just a regular soda can, and I'm going to start by putting just a splash of water in the bottom of it. I just want enough water to cover the bottom, and I'm going to set it on this hot plate. And this is something that you definitely don't want to do at home unless your mom and dad are helping you, because it involves, first of all, this hot stove, and it also involves hot boiling water inside that can when we're all done and ready. And you'll see I'm going to be using tongs so I don't burn myself. But let me ask you this question. How many of you like to swim? Do you like to swim? Are you getting excited about summer and the hope that you'll go swimming in a pool or maybe at a lake pretty soon? Well, I like to swim too, and I also like to dive, like off a diving board, or even just jump off the edge of the pool in the deep end down in the water. Have you ever done that? And when you've gone down underwater and you get down a ways, have you ever felt that feeling in your ears, that pressing feeling? That is water pressure. Water pressure is part of the world God made. It's part of the laws that He put into place in the world. And water pressure is a very real thing. Now, in a pool, you might be in 8 feet of water, or even 10 feet, or maybe 12. You're not real deep. I mean, it's deeper than you are tall. But can you imagine in the ocean? Ocean is in parts of the ocean, it's hundreds and hundreds of feet deep. The water pressure is crazy down there. Now close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes and hold your arms up like this. Imagine, can you hold over your head a whole jumbo jet? You know, a big jumbo jet that holds hundreds of people? Can you hold one of those over your head? How about 50 of those? Would you be able to hold 50 of those over your head? What would happen? No, none of us could hold even one of those over our head. They're huge. But imagine 50 of them. That's what the water pressure is like in the deepest parts of the ocean on top of you. Because the deeper you go, the greater the water pressure gets. And so you and I, we could never survive down there. But do you know God has made some plants and animals that can survive down there? Animals like the flapjack octopus. Now, I know you can't see it real good, but there's a picture behind me of an underwater flapjack octopus. It's kind of flat looking. That's why it got its name. But it's made that way, and God made it so it can survive down in the bottom of the deepest part of the ocean. Pretty neat, huh? Well, this experiment that I'm going to do for you today shows a little bit what water pressure is like. And we're actually going to show you what water pressure is like with an experiment that actually involves air pressure. Because air pressure is similar to water pressure. It's just that water pressure naturally occurring in the world gets a lot greater pressure, but we're going to show with air pressure, what water pressure could do to a soda can. Now I'm looking at my soda can. I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to steam. There's starting to be steam coming out of there, and the water is starting to bubble. I'm going to turn my hot plate off. I'm going to get my nice long tongs because I don't want to get burned. And I am going to take this can, I'm going to turn it, I'm going to carry it over here, and while I'm over this plastic container full of ice water, it has lots of ice cubes in it and water, I'm going to flip that over and stick just the top underwater a little bit. And if everything works right, you're going to see something happen real fast to the can. All right, so I'm going to grab my can. I'm going to come over here to this container of water. Let's see if this will work. Wow, did you see that? Take a look at that can. It is crushed. That can, I'm going to hold it up for you. It is flat. Do you see the shape of it? It crunched it right in, because what happened is normally with an empty can, there's as much air pressure inside as there is outside. So it comes equal. It equals itself out. Just like right now, there is air pressure pushing down on me and pushing in on my ears, but there's an equal amount of pressure inside. So, and it's not there's not a lot of air pressure. It's not like being at the bottom of a pool where the water pressure is. But what happened with my can, while it was hot, that steamy water in there, just like after you've taken a shower, it gets all steamy and hot in the bathroom. Well, that's what was happening in this can. The air was hot, and the steam is filling the can up. But when air gets cold, the pressure, it shrinks. And so when I stuck this can into the water, the tip of the can, all that hot, warm, expanded air suddenly got cold and it shrank, and the pressure outside became greater than the pressure inside. In fact, the pressure inside almost became negative, and the pressure outside immediately crushed that can. And maybe I'll hold it up down here again for you to see what it looks like now that it's been dipped in that water. Well, isn't that pretty neat? That is just an example of how the laws of nature work and how pressure works. And just imagine how God, when He created the world, He worked all those laws of nature out so that we know we could never live at the bottom of the ocean, but God made animals like the flapjack octopus that could live down there. We each have a special environment that's suited just for us because that's the way God planned it.